Human civilization has always searched for meaning, in the stars, in the earth, in the mysteries of life itself. From the temples of India to the pyramids of Egypt, and from Greece to China, ancient thinkers observed nature and tried to explain it. These civilizations produced remarkable knowledge: mathematics, astronomy, architecture, and philosophy. They were the foundation of human curiosity. So when people say that the Quran copied ancient texts, let's pause and actually examine that claim, fairly and historically. Let's start with India. Ancient Indian scholars, like those of the Vedic and Buddhist traditions, produced profound insights into mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. They developed early forms of trigonometry and zero, and described planetary motion and eclipses with surprising precision. These are achievements of human observation, and they deserve deep respect. But the Hindu cosmological writings, such as the Puranas or Vedas, also describe the universe in symbolic and mythological forms: worlds resting on giant animals, cycles of creation and destruction lasting billions of years, and gods embodying natural forces. These were spiritual metaphors, not scientific statements. They reflected an effort to explain reality using poetic and religious language. Now the Greeks, Plato, Aristotle, and later Ptolemies, developed logic and astronomy. Yet they also believed that the Earth was the center of the universe, a belief that lasted until the time of Galileo, nearly 1,000 years after the Quran. The Greeks studied the stars, but they also mixed science with philosophy and myth. They were brilliant observers, but their knowledge was limited to human speculation, not revelation. The Egyptians mastered engineering and medicine, but their cosmology revolved around gods who carried the sun across the sky and a river that flowed through the afterlife. The Chinese, too, observed the heavens and kept astronomical records. Yet they saw cosmic balance as a dance between yin and yang, not as divine design by a creator who speaks to humanity. Then came 7th century Arabia, a desert with no universities, no observatories, and no libraries of philosophy. Its people were traders and poets, not scientists. And in this environment, a man named Muhammad ibn Abdullah, unlettered and untrained, recited verses that spoke of the expanding universe, the origin of life from water, the formation of the embryo, the barriers between seas, and the role of mountains in stabilizing the earth, all expressed in a language of accuracy and balance, not mythology. Unlike the symbolic language of earlier civilizations, the Quran's verses describe natural phenomena with measured precision. We built the heaven with power, and indeed, we are expanding it, 51:47. And we made from water reliving thing, 21:30. There are no gods of thunder, no divine animals, no cosmic battles. Instead, there is order, law, and purpose, all under one creator. This is a radical shift from ancient cosmology. The Quran transforms observation into revelation, giving meaning without mythology. Modern historians recognize that ancient knowledge existed, but also note that the Quran's worldview was distinct. It doesn't copy specific texts. It doesn't quote from foreign philosophies. It reframes knowledge under divine unity. Tawheed. Dr. Maurice Bucaille, in the Bible, the Quran, and Science, noted that while ancient civilizations guessed, the Quran describes with accuracy, consistent with modern science. No contradictions, no myths, only consistent statements, centuries ahead of discovery. If the Quran had copied the Greeks, it would have included the geocentric model, the Earth at the center. It did not. If it copied Indian cosmology, it would have described creation as cycles without a creator. It did not. If it copied Egyptian myths, it would have spoken of gods lifting the sky. It did not. The Quran stands alone, not as repetition, but as correction. It purifies human knowledge from myth and brings it back to the unity of truth. The Quran came in a world surrounded by civilizations with great wisdom, yet also with errors. Its verses are not copy misunderstood. The Quran does not deny earlier knowledge. It refines it. It acknowledges that God has sent guidance before, and there was not a nation, but that a warner had passed among them. 35:24. So yes, truth existed in every civilization, but revelation perfected that truth. The Quran didn't erase ancient wisdom, it gave it direction. It took the scattered knowledge of humanity and aligned it under a single creator, a single message, and a single purpose. The knowledge of the ancients was the search for truth. The Quran is the arrival of truth. We will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth. 41:53. And perhaps that is the miracle, that a book from the desert still speaks with more precision, balance, and depth than the libraries of empires that came before it.